In this video, we are going to talk about the rotary attachment for the eufyMake E1 UV printer. This attachment is going to allow you to print directly onto water bottles, tumblers, and cylinders of all kinds. Let's get into it. Hey there, I'm Sarah. You are watching Creative Ramblings. I have talked about this UV printer before on this channel. I have a couple of other videos if you want to take a look. This is a really awesome machine. It is a desktop home UV printer that allows you to print directly onto hard surfaces of all kinds and make some really cool and vibrant art. So if you're unfamiliar with UV printing or this printer, go take a look at my other review videos first. Today, we're going to focus solely on the rotary attachment because there's some really cool things that you can do with this. So I'm going to show you how to set it up. We're going to print on a couple of tumblers of different sizes and shapes, and I'm going to walk you through how to use the software. One of the biggest benefits of UV printing is that you can print directly onto a surface like this. There are a lot of ways to decorate a water bottle like this one. One of them is sublimation, which is printing onto a special paper and then transferring it to a water bottle. You can also make UV DTF decals or stickers with other machines and put them onto water bottles. So there's a lot of ways to decorate or embellish these things. This is a one-step process. You get the printer, you print directly onto the tumbler. So I think that's the biggest benefit. You're also going to get really bright and vibrant colors. And when I run my hand over this, I don't feel anything. There is no texture here. This is one with the water bottle. Now, a little caveat, there is actually a way to get texture if you want that kind of raised feel. But if you don't like it, this is totally smooth. So without further ado, let me show you what comes in the box and how to set up this rotary attachment.
There are just a couple pieces that come in this box, and you can get it as part of a bundle, or you can add this on down the road. So installing it is pretty easy. We just need to remove the bed that's in there, and there's just a little latch on the bottom, so you can switch this out for the mini bed or the rotary attachment. This is the attachment. It is fully assembled. We're just going to place it in here. It only fits one way, so you can't put it in wrong. Then we're going to lock it. You also get a couple of little accessories that come with it. These help you fit all kinds of different tumblers on this attachment, so I'll show you how to use those. I am going to use a skinny tumbler to get started. These are from eufyMake, and these are going to be available for you to use, but really you can use all kinds of different tumblers. The ones I am using are white, and they're going to allow me to print without using a white under base. I can just do the CMYK ink. So to put this in, I want the top part to sit on these little wheels right here that turn, and I want it to push this piece in right here. There's also this little part here that's going to help hold it in once I get everything in place. Now on the very right, I have some pieces to hold the back. So the bottom of the tumbler has to push this piece right here, and I can slide it back and forth to accommodate any width. Here's where these accessories come in. They're all magnetic, or they screw on, and they work really easily. So I can extend the length of any of these rollers to hold my tumblers in place. And again, they're just magnetic and they lock in place. So I can put the front ones on here. I can stick the back ones on the end here. And again, you don't need this for most tumblers. You might find it easier. If you have something that feels like it's slipping, you might want to put these on. This final piece screws into the middle that goes inside the tumbler. So if you have something with threads where you're just not getting a good grip with the small piece, go ahead and use this. It might grip it just a little bit better. So I'm going to leave all these on to do our first tumbler. If you've ever worked with laser engraving tumblers before, some of those holders can be a little touchy. This thing is just so easy. The tumbler lays right in there, you lock it in place on the top, and then the machine's gonna do the auto leveling for you. So again, really easy. Let's go over to the software and let's pick out a design and get it on here. One last thing before I put anything on here, I do rub it down with rubbing alcohol and try not to touch it then. I'm just touching the silver parts here. I just want to get any oils or dirt off of it, make sure it's lint-free and ready for ink. Here we are in the eufyMake software. The first thing I want to do is, one, make sure my printer is connected, which it is, and then I want to tell it what is inside of it. So right now we have the rotary attachment, not the flatbed. Up here on the top is just a nice little alignment tool. It's kind of going to show me how to place my design. So I have these 4 quadrants where I can put my design, and it ends up being a full wrap of the tumbler. I do want to auto measure. Pick the shape of my tumbler, and this looks really cool when you watch this. This is going to give me exact measurements of the tumbler that is in the machine. Now I'm going to bring in a design, and I'm just going to do something that's kind of going to sit in the middle of the tumbler right on the front. We'll do some full wrap designs next. So I want to size my design. I can do that by just dragging the corners, or I can enter a design on the right here, or a measurements on the right here that are very specific. From here, I want to pick my material. Now you can leave this blank. I do like to tell the machine what kind of material it is. I tend to use standard quality. And then if I keep going down, I can pick my ink. So these are white tumblers. I don't need to put white underneath, so I'm just going to do CMYK. Now we go to preview. This is my favorite part for tumblers because I'm going to get a 3D look of what this design looks like. I can spin the tumbler around, and this design is a little big for this tumbler. So I am going to go back and just shrink it down a little bit. I find this preview to be pretty accurate, and I've liked that visual before I start printing. This all looks really good, so I am ready to print. So you hit print right here, and then it is going to send the design over to the printer. From there, I just need to hit the start button on top. There'll be a little sound, plays a little music. You hit the button and it goes. You can monitor the progress of your print right here in the software. It tells you about how far it's going. When the rotary attachment is in, you can actually close both doors on your printer to protect your eyes from that UV light that you see. But for filming purposes, I have mine open, so I am wearing the UV protected goggles. Make sure you have those on anytime you can see the light. The finished product looks good. I've got a cute little skinny tumbler here with a lake design on the front. I've also done some full wraps using that same process and using the same kind of 4 quadrants to lay out my design so the wrap goes all the way around. Now let's put a tumbler in here that is tapered. We're going to use the same process to install it, and then once we go to the software, it will level this for us. So the process is the same here, but when I auto measure, I am going to click the right shape of my tumbler, let it auto measure, and then bring in my design. And again, I'm just going to use these quadrants to lay out my design, and the software is going to take care of the tapering that's on there for us. Use that preview button to really get an idea of where everything goes. And again, this is just white on the back, so we don't need the white ink. We can just do CMYK and send it over to the printer. This came out beautifully. I love that you can do a tapered tumbler like this, and there is no distortion on it. That auto leveling at the beginning is really cool with this printer. So this is a nice little straw cup. All 3 that we made in this video you can get directly through eufyMake, or again, you can go get your own tumblers.
The benefits of UV printing with a rotary attachment like this are really just being able to do it in one step, to get that ink directly onto your tumbler with no other steps involved. It is completely cured, there's no transferring. I really like it. And if you're making this as a product to sell, you can be assured that this is really durable and it's going to hold up for your customer. So this eufyMake E1 UV printer is for sale right now. I have the latest best deal available down in the description with a discount code. I highly recommend, if you're looking at getting the rotary attachment for it, to just buy it as a bundle to begin with. A lot of times when you purchase a machine and then you get the accessories right away, you're gonna save in the beginning. You can also just purchase the UV printer now, get used to it, maybe print those flat items, and then 6 months from now you can go ahead and add the rotary attachment onto that as well. So there's a lot of different ways to build your bundle and decide what pieces you want. All of that information is linked down in the description. If you want to know more about this printer, go ahead and watch my other videos. There's a couple of them out there. And if there is something that I haven't covered, if there is something you have questions on, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm here every week with new videos helping you move forward in your creative journey. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.